This episode of WGW Today is being sponsored by All-Star Vacation Homes. Yep, All-Star Vacation Homes is the perfect choice for you if you're going to be going to Walt Disney World and want a lot of extra space, want to have your own private pool, own private kitchen, a game room, movie theater. These are all one of the many wonderful, great, super exciting amenities that an All-Star Vacation Home has. Why not visit them online at www.allstarvacationhomes.com.
This is Walt Disney World Today. Give us 5 minutes and we'll give you the world.
It's Friday, June 5th, 2009, and this is episode 574 of WGW Today. I'm Matt Hochberg of StudioCentral.com. Boy, Len, it's like we just did this before. On today's show is Len Testa, co-author of the Unofficial Guide to Walt Disney World. Welcome back, Len.
Hello, Medicakes.
Len, not outside, not out
Sorry. That was my inner voice, I thought.
Please, not in front of the people.
Inner voice.
Also joining us on today's show is Mike Scopa, a senior feature writer and blogger for allears.net. Welcome, Mike.
I get to go before Newell. No, por favor, no.
Pirates of the Caribbean or Caribbean, depending on your preference.
Why are you doing Newell's shtick?
I know. It's the sincerest form of flattery.
Yeah, plagiarism? Yeah. Okay, whatever. It's cool.
Also joining us today's show is Mike Newell of Mouse World Radio. Hi, Michael.
Matt, please hold on to them hats and glasses, because this is the wildest ride in the wilderness.
I like his southern accent.
He just does it with so much more vim and vigor. I don't know.
That's true. You gotta have heart.
Right. Well, on today's show, we're talking about the best and worst counter service values at the parks. It's been many years since we've ranked them, so it's time to re-rank them again. And so we're going to go park by park and rank the counter service values. So, Len, let's start out at Epcot.
At Epcot, so it depends. Are we talking about ethnic food or just generic American food?
No, what is the best counter service value in your opinion?
Oh, the best counter service value has got to be in Future World. It's got to be Sunshine Seasons. Of course, there's only a couple of places to choose.
Right.
The other being Electric Umbrella and the Fountain View Cafe for pastries. But it's got to be Sunshine Seasons because of the variety and the freshness of the and the quality of the product. You can get pretty much anything your little heart desires there, from sushi to grilled meats to soups, hot soups. The interesting thing, though, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but portion sizes have gone down significantly in Sunshine Seasons in the last probably year or two. It still does very, very, very well in our reader survey, though, with better than 93%.
Oh, I love
thumbs up. Yeah,
I love it. And don't forget also that Sunshine Seasons has the free refills on soft drinks.
Oh yeah, but I think that's a trend in Epcot, right? 'Cause didn't Electric Umbrella just go to that recently, like in the last?
Are you thinking of Backlot Express at the studios?
No, Electric Umbrella did too.
Oh, did they too?
Yeah. I think it's a trend. Yeah.
Good. Well, it's a good trend in my opinion. I mean, you're actually getting more for the money.
Yeah, exactly. So you can go in and just drink soda all day, every day.
Well, the other reason I like Sunshine Seasons over, say, Electric Umbrella is simply because Electric Umbrella is your typical theme park food. And I'm always a fan of getting other kinds of foods, but Sunshine Seasons has such great variety. It's not just burgers there. I mean, there's such a wealth of different kinds of foods over there.
Yeah, they make a pork chop over there that's fantastic.
Oh, do they?
A what?
Yeah, a pork chop.
Really, a pork chop? You never see that in a theme park.
It's
I mean,
really
not a counter service.
That there is really good. You should try it. It's really, really good.
That's really interesting. The other place that does really, really, really well in Epcot that's not in Future World is the Boulangerie Patisserie in France, and they've got quiche and sandwiches along with all the pastries.
No pork chop.
And that's also above 90% thumbs up.
Scopa, what do you think? Scopa, what do you think is the best counter service value at Epcot for you?
Well, thank you for asking me, Matt. I would say that the Tangerine Cafe in Morocco was one of my favorites.
Another good
It's a
choice.
hidden treasure, and I really like it for lunch or dinner.
Oh yeah, lots of food for the dollar over there.
That is true.
That's also. I don't know if the food's got better there or if people are just taking our recommendation, but that place has really improved in the reader survey rankings right now. It's like at 88, 89%, something like that. So, anything above 90% is about as good as it's ever going to get in a theme park, and it's right there.
Len, I'd be curious if, like, when you do surveys, if you could ask, I don't know if you can, but if you would ask those who rank the Tangerine Cafe, I would be curious if any of those people have gone to the sit-down restaurant there, because if you've gone to Marrakesh and you didn't like it, why would you go to the Tangerine Cafe? And if you've gone to the Tangerine Cafe and you liked it, then maybe you'd take a shot at the.
Yeah, the interesting thing is, I mean, in our last survey, something just for Tangerine Cafe itself got more than 100 votes. So I don't know how many votes Restaurant Marrakesh got. Let me take a look. No, actually about the same number. Yeah, so okay.
Interesting.
But Restaurant Marrakesh only got like an 81% thumbs up, whereas the Tangerine Cafe got like 87, 88.
All right, let's talk about the worst counter service values at Epcot. I'm going to go with Germany. All they had, the counter service offering is simply it's just
Summerfest.
Yeah, all there is a Frankfurter and a bratwurst.
Yeah,
Pretzel and beer.
I just doesn't do anything. It just lack of variety, and that's all they have. That's it. Doesn't do anything for me. I do like Beer Garden, but not that food that they have over there at the counter service over there. Scopa, what do you think?
Other than the bottomless cup of beer at the Liberty Inn and the
Mike Mill Memorial bottomless cup of beer.
Yeah,
Here we go.
I think that the Liberty Inn lacks pizzazz. There's just nothing there that
There's
really.
just nothing there. I mean, that's the thing.
Really is. Yeah.
It wouldn't bother me so much if it wasn't the pavilion that's supposed to represent America. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like I kind of take a little personally that burgers is what we have. I mean, really, we can do a little bit better than that.
This is what we can come up with. The place that really blows is Lotus Blossom Cafe. I mean, there is nothing there.
Yeah.
There's nothing. I mean, it's barely kid friendly.
Yeah.
And there's just nothing in there that nothing there that you would make you say, "Oh, I gotta try some of that." I mean, there's just literally nothing on the menu. And the funny thing is too, it's like you look at the menu and it's the normal flavors that you see, but then there's just like one weird ingredient in everything. And it's like, who thought of that? Like, instead of having like sweet and sour chicken, right? They've got or sweet and sour beef. They've got sweet and sour pork. What kid is going to eat sweet and sour pork?
Yeah.
And tell me this: wouldn't you find better, more authentic Chinese food outside the park?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, without a doubt. And that's the
Without a
thing. Yeah. So that's just not a great counter service. Anyway,
What about you, Newell?
I think Newell is still partial to the San Angel, or what's the Cantina de San Angel, where he had the 2 pounds of nachos.
Mike?
That was bad. That was bad. I'm sorry. That was bad.
So is that your pick?
No. As far as value goes, actually, it might. Thinking back, it might be. I mean, they gave me a heck of a lot of nachos
Yeah,
in that.
they
thing.
did give you like 2 pounds of nachos.
You know,
for like
I
$8
wasn't.
or
I
whatever.
wasn't actually going to say that, but when Len brought it up, they really overdid it. I mean, they really give you.
Is that a children's meal, Mike?
No, that was the
No.
regular
I got
meal.
the kids meal. And by the way,
Len got this kid's meal. Yeah.
So Scopa, that's a great point. But the kids meal was enough food for an adult. And by the way, there's nothing that prevents any adult from ordering anything on the kids menu. Disney will always let you do it.
Yep. So Newell, what's your pick for worst counter service?
Wow.
Where's the place you just avoid?
In Epcot.
Yeah, I would think Germany, because Germany doesn't offer really anything but the pretzels and beer. And
Yeah. But they don't even have the pretzels at Summerfest. It's just
yeah, I would say Germany, if you want to even call that a counter
Yeah.
service.
fair enough. Let's move on to the studios, and let's start with best counter service. And I'm going to go with Backlot Express. Got to go with it. Though, I have to give a honorable mention to Starring Rolls.
Ah, you took mine.
Yes. I wish they had a few more items on the menu, so I really can't do that, but they have a wonderful selection of sandwiches over there, especially if you like, they have a wonderful veggie wrap. If you like veggie sandwiches at all, check it out. Len?
Yeah, so you stole my best value. I think it's Starring Rolls for a couple of reasons. One is you can pick up your a really tasty sandwich, a cold beverage, and a dessert in like 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so they've got a really good selection for the size of the location. It's really pretty good.
Oh, I agree. It's not bad at all. I just wish they had a few more items on there, but I still got to go with Backlot Express, especially since Backlot Express now has refillable drinks over there. So
Yeah.
that adds to it. Scopa?
So the tune-in lounge does not
No, because
qualify.
technically it's
Right.
full service.
Right.
'Cause you
Okay,
call
I'm
it
gonna
up.
go. I'm gonna go with Catalina Eddie's because I think that it's quick and I like. I mean, I'm a pizza salad guy and I just like what he has there. So I'm gonna go with Catalina Eddie's. Backlot Express would be a close second though.
Yeah, I used to like ABC Commissary a lot, but they've taken off like a bunch of items on the menu, replaced it with nothing. So it's their menu is shrunk in size, and it just bothers me. So unfortunately, that one's gone downhill. What about Newell? Where's your pick?
For best,
Best, yes.
I'm gonna definitely go with the Backlot Express as well.
Okay.
Although with a second close mention to what's the one next to the bar, by the Coke bottle?
Studio Catering Company.
That's a good second. They make a pulled pork sandwich there. That's pretty.
Really?
Yeah, that's pretty darn good.
See, that was going to be my pick for the worst one.
It's not
no
bad. I mean,
accounting.
if we're talking value, I mean,
Yeah,
you
the
might have
portion
a-
sizes are pretty small there.
yeah. But I mean, it's good. Tasty wise, it's good. I don't know about the value wise, but
Yeah.
yeah.
See,
They do like a hero sandwich there too every once in a while, right?
well, they used to have such a great menu. Now it's just like it's the pulled pork sandwich. There's a chicken,
Yeah, and it's just
rice,
generic stuff, yeah.
and something else, and a Caesar salad wrap. Which none of which it's like, that's just unfortunately that's my pick for the.
Interestingly, as a group, the counter service restaurants in the studios are the lowest ranking of any in the four parks.
They're very generic overall.
That's the thing. They're not. So they don't have the variety of Epcot. They don't have the
Quaintness of the
Magic Kingdom. Yeah, it's just weird. And the Animal Kingdom, the Animal Kingdom has a pretty decent variety of things as well.
I think the variety has been. I thought the variety was much better a couple of years ago, but over the past couple of years, everything's been kind of watered down. Unfortunately,
This might be a question to ask on an upcoming show, Matt.
I think so. Scopa, what's your pick for your least worst counter service value?
It's pretty easy. It's the Toy Story Pizza Planet place because
Yes.
their pizza tastes like cardboard with ketchup on it.
I agree. Totally agree.
All right. Let's move on to the Magic Kingdom, and let's go for best value. I think this is going to be a sweep over here, but we'll see. Scopa, why don't you start us off here in the Magic Kingdom for best counter service value?
Magic Kingdom for best counter service value. Oh man, I'm gonna go. Oh, this is so tough. I'm gonna go with Pecos Bills.
Yes.
Pecos.
Break out the brooms, because I'm going with Pecos Bills as well. Newell?
I'm going for 3 for 3.
Len?
Yeah, me too.
Yay!
Yeah.
I mean, it's got everything. It's got a relatively decent variety menu. It's got tons of seating. It's got restrooms right in there. It's air conditioned. It's
Fixin's Bar.
Fixin's Bar. Can't beat the Fixin's Bar. And it's pretty convenient because you're typically on that side of the park around lunchtime, right? So it's there, and that place can hold hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. It's like 800 people, 900 people.
Yeah, I mean, I've never seen it full over there.
The only other place that two other places I think that might compete with it. One would be in Tomorrowland, Cosmic Rays, but that's a weird setup for ordering because you've got 3 different ordering stations for 3 different kinds of food, and if you got people in your party who want the 3 different kinds of food, you got to stand in 3 separate lines. That's a pain. And then there's nothing really good in Fantasyland. Yeah, I got to go with I mean, so it's and the Tomorrowland Dual Station when it's open is okay. I haven't been there in I think more than a year now, but the next time it's open, I got to go back. I did like it when it was open. I thought it was absolutely
I agree.
absolutely fine.
Now, if we're talking value and we're talking worse now, I have to, and I love the hot dogs they have here, but I have to give for value Casey's Corner the squadouche over here because
Yeah.
What?
I mean a pound a hot dog and French fries for $5.79.
Yeah. Plus a drink, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're looking at $9 or
Yeah.
$8 when you
Yeah, I mean
for hot dog fries.
for a
like-
hot dog.
Calm down,
It's like
Matt.
you're-
Calm down.
It's like you're eating at a ballpark.
Maybe
Calm down.
we can get it pre-chewed for you, Matt.
But the hot dog is very tasty. I have to give it that, but the value is terrible on it. So that one I have to give.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Reluctantly, I have to give it to that one. Scopa?
Well, talking value overall, I got to repeat what Len said. The Cosmic Rays Starlight Cafe, I just don't like the way it's set up, and that plus, I mean, so for that matter, value because it's going to take a lot of my time. I value my time, and if I have children with me, and Susie wants chicken, and Jimmy wants a hot dog, and my wife wants something else, it's like,
Yeah.
it'll take me an hour to get everything. So value-wise, that's the kind of value that I think is really hurting over there at Cosmic Rays.
What about you, Newell?
Yeah, I'm going to agree with Cosmic Rays just because it's set up with a very close mention of also Tomorrowland Terrace, because not Tomorrowland Terrace, the Tomorrowland Noodle Station, because it's always closed.
I love the noodle station. Yeah, it's
you know,
always
I
closed.
had it once and I really enjoyed it. I'm so disappointed that it's never been open since I've been back.
I've been there twice, and both times I really liked it, but most of the time when I go, it's closed, which is a shame.
It's a great idea. It just they fall short because they.
We have to remind me on next week, Matt, to ask the dining questions of our interviewee.
I will. We have a special interview next week.
Really?
Yes, can't mention who it is, but we do have a special interview.
Do tell.
Very, very, very special.
Really?
Yeah, that's a tease for you. So, Len, you went with Cosmic Rays as well for your worst?
No, for my worst, it's got to be Pinocchio Village House, which limited seating, long lines, and lackluster food.
Fair enough. Let's go to Animal Kingdom. And Scopa, I know you're going to start things off right here. I don't want to steal your thunder on this one because you are the man about this restaurant, but I know you're going to go with me on this one. So why don't you take it, Mike?
Well, I hope you're talking Pizzafari.
Oh wait, Tusker House is full service. Never mind. I have no idea what you're going to pick. Never mind. Okay, well, pizza. I don't know Pizzafari. What do you think, Len?
Tusker House. No, sorry.
No, it's not
just
counter
kidding,
service.
Just kidding.
Okay.
Flame Tree Barbecue.
Pretty close. Yeah.
I mean, just the variety of the food there, and it smells so good when you're walking by.
Yeah, I'll have to go with Flame Tree on that one as well.
Me too.
Len, what do you think is the worst?
The worst in the Animal Kingdom. You know, I don't think there's anything that's really. Is there anything there that's terrible? I mean, they got rid of the McDonald's stuff, right?
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything there that's really bad. I mean, it might be bland, but it's not like, rank like Fantasyland.
You know, man,
overall, I don't mind eating it.
I might pull back. I think I'm going to say the Yak and Yeti counter service instead of Pizzafari. I think I'm going to go with that as my favorite counter service.
Pizzafari?
Yak and Yeti.
Yak and Yeti. Oh, really? The quality. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Len, what about the picnic in the parks?
So the picnic in the park thing was something we tried back in April and May. So this is it's an interesting concept. There's not a lot of dining options in the Animal Kingdom. So the picnic in the park is Disney's way of trying to expand dining choices without having to build a restaurant. And the idea works like this: early in the morning, you go to guest services and you order a picnic meal that and you specify the time at which you want to pick it up. It has to be at least 2 hours later. So if you go at 9 and order, the earliest you can pick it up is 11. And then when you go to pick it up, you pick it up at that Kusafari coffee shop right next, with the little coffee window right next to Tusker House. You pick it up there, and that's where you pay for it. And you get a couple of different dining options available. The meal sizes are minimum of 3 people, maximum 6. So the meals that you get come ready to feed 3, 4, 5, or 6 people, and you pay accordingly. One option is sandwiches. One option is rotisserie meats, so like rotisserie chicken or rotisserie ham. Each of them comes with different sides like macaroni and cheese, potato wedges, fruit salad, and whatnot. They all come with desserts like chocolate chip cookies or Rice Krispie treats or other things. And then everyone gets small bottled waters to drink. So it's
Thumbs up.
Yeah, actually, so the portion sizes were good. The sandwiches were a little odd. They come with this mayo sauce that you should ask to have put on the side, and you should definitely get other drinks. But other than that, it's not bad.
Cool. While we have the limited time we have left, let's talk about the best and worst counter service values outside the parks. And I give 3 words for you: Earl of Sandwich.
Yes.
Listen to me now and believe me later. This is a awesome value. There's nothing like having a warm roast beef sandwich for not that many. It's just a few dollars. It's really not bad at all.
It's like someone hugging you from the inside.
That's right. What do you think, Newell? What's your favorite place out of the parks for counter service?
I hate to sound like a broken record, but I'm going to go Earl Sandwich too. They make the best BLT around, and they even call it the best BLT. It is so good. Like you said, everything comes out nice and toasty, warm, and it's just really, really good.
Yeah, there's just long lines there typically, but
Yeah.
it's so worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another good one in downtown Disney is Wolfgang Puck Express, which Hannah really likes for the pizza. And the pizza's not fabulous or anything, but it is pretty quick. It's pretty efficient. It's relatively inexpensive. And if you sit inside, there's a bar where you can watch people go by on the outside. And that's what I would recommend, actually, because outside it's all kinds of birds flying by and stuff.
Talking about elsewhere in the resorts, I had one great experience there with Newell, and that was at Caribbean Beach. They have a string of counter service locations over there, and it's not like your typical food court, although it really is a food court. They kind of separated them out like their own little mini counter service restaurants, and I kind of like that. I thought it was a good value. I enjoyed the food that I had there, so that one's definitely going to be a pick for me for that one. Len, what about worst counter service value outside the parks?
Worst counter service value outside the parks. Places that I won't go to again. Oh, that's interesting. Where wouldn't I go?
See, I would pick Pepper Market at Coronado Springs, but that's just because of how everything's set up, not necessarily because of
I like
food.
Pepper Market. No, I really like it. I wouldn't say no to that. I'm not really big on the food court at Port Orleans Riverside, but I can be convinced.
The French Quarter's really bad.
Is it? Yeah. See,
It's small and it's limited, and there's nothing special over there.
I'm trying to think of downtown Disney. Is there any counter service place that I wouldn't eat at? I can't think of any off the top of my head.
That's good.
I didn't really love Giardelli's. I didn't really love it.
That was another place that was crowded too.
Yeah.
It's always really crowded.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, I've got one. I don't know if it's necessarily sit down. It's kind of a weird one. It's the one at Wide World of Sports, the All-Star, what used to be called the All-Star Cafe. They call it something else now. I don't know what it's called. But it's weird. They have this whole health food kick thing going on, which is fine generally, but I was not really impressed by the food over there. And certainly its location is. There's absolutely no reason to go over there. Some places, it's like, hey, you heard about this hidden gem? Go check it out. This is not one of them. Definitely do not check that place. It's not worth the time.
No.
Scopa?
Funny.
It's funny, Matt, because before you said that, I was thinking of saying the Roaring Fork at the Wilderness Lodge.
That one's tiny.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with what was that again? The World of Sports one?
Yeah, I think it's the Wide World of Sports Cafe or something.
I ate there once and it was like, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd have to go with that one.
Okay.
Really
Well,
bad.
That's it for us today. If you want to find our older episodes, read our show notes, or send us your comments, visit the WDW Today website at WDWtoday.com. And don't forget that this episode of WDW Today has been sponsored by All-Star Vacation Homes. And if you happen to be at Walt Disney World on your next trip and you say, I don't want to eat at one of those terrible places that you guys just talked about. I want to make my own little food in my own full kitchen, and that way I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. Well, you can do that in All-Star Vacation Home because, like I said, you'll have a full kitchen, all the amenities, just like at home. In fact, it's probably better than home in some cases. So why not give them a try? Visit them online at allstarvacationhomes.com. For Lentessa, Mike Scopa, and Mike Newell, I'm Matt Hochberg. We'll see you on the next show.
Bye-bye.
Stupid Judy, stupid energy.
This has been a production of Mouse World Radio.